Hello, everyone. Welcome to our inaugural episode of the Frostwalkers podcast. If you caught our episode 0, you got to know most of our characters at this point. Unfortunately, tonight, our friend Graham playing Plink will not be able to join us, but that does mean that he'll be here in the near future.
Rest in peace.
We have everyone here besides that little snafu, and we're excited to have to get started.
Mm-hmm.
So, any inaugural notes before I take us out?
Hello, everybody. I hope that you enjoy this episode, I guess.
Alrighty. With that, I'll set the scene. Give me a moment. Okay. It is a snow-falling afternoon. Even though it is about midwinter, the snow this year has been rather light. Timshul is known for being an Arctic city with a lot of tundra and frozen storms. However, this year's winter has been very merciful. The goddess of winter, the Raven Queen, seems to have smiled upon you all this year. However, today has been the first heavy snowfall you've had in a very long time. You always expect one around the start of the winter season, another heavy one that goes about a weekend towards the end, and maybe one or two in the middle on a good year. This is what you feel to be the start of the middle one. And prepared, you all have your winter gear already. Prince Calum has given a citywide alert of the snowfall, telling people to stay indoors for the most part, go out if only necessary, and that torches and other means of fire magic will be set out throughout the city as warm-up spots. With all that said, where are you guys this fine afternoon?
I'm getting crunk. I mean, I'm at the bar right now. I don't know where else I'd be.
Amazing.
I mean, alcohol does make you warmer.
She's not wrong, I don't think. Can someone fact check that? I don't know.
No, when you drink beer, it warms you up. I think Rowan's also at the tavern talking with Throgmorton. I think that's where she likes to go when she when she just needs somebody to talk to.
Okay.
Andrei sitting and looking edgy. Not fun.
As usual.
Shira is performing on stage at the bar. Or tavern, or where are we? Tavern, right?
Tavern.
Yes, tavern.
Okay.
What is the name of the tavern?
It is the Dancing Serpent. It is run by a tiefling woman named Fakasha. Their main cook is a half-orc man named Throgmorton.
Wait, can you say that again because it cut out a little bit?
Okay. I said that it's run by a tiefling woman named Fakasha. Their main chef is a half-orc man named Throgmorton. They have a half-elf on staff named Basil, and a other tiefling named Tatiana also on staff, with her son, a blue tiefling, helping around carrying dishes.
I thought he was red. When I drew him, he was red, but that's okay.
Okay. I mean, Zagreus has amazing color-changing magic. That's what that is.
Okay.
Good save.
Yeah. Let's see. Talia.
Yes.
Do you want to see how crunk you are at this tavern?
Sure.
Roll a d20 and add your constitution. The higher the number, the more sober you are.
All right.
So if you want to be super drunk, you want to botch this. You can impose this advantage on yourself if you'd like.
Oh God.
Oh darn, that's not a great way to start. First dice roll of the game, and it's for drunkenness. I just noticed that.
Great start.
So I rolled an 8, and my constitution is 3, so 11.
You're not blackout yet. It's not awful
yet.
I mean, you have a ways to go in the night. The night's young. It's not even 5 p.m. yet, and you're already like halfway there.
Oh God.
Happy hour starts in an hour, and you're already joyful. Shira, could you roll performance to see how on point you are tonight? How on key?
All right.
I'm liking these fireworks.
Is that a D20?
Yeah,
Huh?
if you
D20?
Yeah.
Okay.
if you roll a 1, I'm really sorry.
You will be disappointed because I rolled a 17.
Nice.
That's good. That's the opposite. It means you're doing well.
Yeah.
And I'm not just like sitting here in pain. Like, oh no,
What's
this
your
music is
performance
bad.
skill? What's your performance skill?
It's
Like the little number off to the side of the line on your character sheet that says performance. There should be like
6.
a plus.
I added it already.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, Shira's killing it tonight. Like, just in general, she has probably done these songs a couple of times, and it's gotten to the point where doing them at a very high quality pace and state is second nature to you. So like you feel like you're putting in zero effort, but everyone thinks you're putting in all the effort in the goddamn world.
Hell yeah.
What does the song sound like? If you had to compare it to a song,
Oh
what?
boy.
Oh boy.
No.
I guess we could go with that.
Oh no. You know how I said that Rowan was enjoying this before? I feel like this music isn't really her taste, so she's probably just like tolerating it.
She's tolerating the bring me to life.
Yeah.
Tolerating the wake me up boys.
Yeah. Just like, all right, I guess this is an okay song. Like her voice is good, but I don't know.
Yeah,
kind of a weird mood we've set here, where it's nice and warm and comforting in this tavern. But
we got rock music, and Talia's already almost like pretty drunk. So
yeah, Rose, I just came to have a good time, and honestly, I'm feeling very uncomfortable.
If you want a good time, just drink.
Rowan, what's that conversation you're having with Throgmorton like? Like, what are you asking him about? Let's pan that scene out a bit.
I think I think Rowan is someone who, as a druid, kind of pays attention to like the weather and what's going on.
So literally, how about that weather is a genuine conversation for Rowan.
Rowan's just like, how about that weather we're having, right, Throgmorton?
I think he gives you a look like, are you serious? And then,
she's like oh, sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, he ponders that for a moment and then realizes it's you talking. Like he has that like, oh, okay, and then like he gets back to his work. I can't do Throgmorton's justice. I will be able to eventually, but for now I'm gonna just use my voice because I cannot Brit.
Oh, you don't have to do a Scottish. What the heck am I talking about? You don't have to do a British accent. You can just do whatever you think Throgmorton's voice would sound like. That was just a suggestion.
I mean, okay, but again, just in general, I'm gonna botch it. So, like, for my own sake, I want to practice it a bit more.
Sorry to all the Brits out there watching. Listening.
Yeah, I don't want to botch. I don't want to botch your beautiful dialect. Anyway, I think he says something to the effect of like, yeah, it's weird. Definitely a strange weather pattern, but it's definitely not out of the ordinary for this place to be cold. I mean, yeah, it's cold. That's pretty on the nose.
Well, I was going to say, I think it's weird that it's not cold. It's been a pretty nice winter, and it's a little unusual.
He shrugs and says, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, Rowan, as he hands you your first drink of the night.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Andrei, sorry.
Hmm?
Are you trying to engage in conversation, or are you just like...
Whenever anybody comes up to me trying to engage in conversation, I glare at them until they go away.
Oh, boy.
This may just be me, but I'm getting some major Sasuke vibes over here. So bleeding in the corner.
Actually, I love this. Talia.
Yes.
A drunken, very confused Talia sees a very sad, like in drunk vision. If you were to pair the veil of Talia's drunk vision for a moment, I feel like what you see is when everyone sees Andrei, what Talia sees is sad person who needs someone to go lighten up their spirits. I'm such a good friend. Let me go do that to this person I've never met before in my life.
Well, is that something that Talia does?
Oh yeah, that's totally something she would do.
So this time, Andrei, I need to put things in context the way you see things right now. This tiny, gnomish woman with like a bow and arrow on her back, who can't walk for 2 feet without tripping on something.
I resent that.
And it's probably like, you know, the straight line test to see if you're drunk? I think she's purposely zigzagging to prove she's drunk. And she just walks right up to you, and what does she say, Megan? What does Talia do to lighten up Andrei's spirits?
Why am I so scared?
You come around these parts often, little lady? Not very talkative, huh?
I'm the little one.
You want to talk about your problems? I'm here for you. You know, I'm often. You
can that sounds so weird.
That's very blunt.
Talk about my problems. I especially don't talk about my problems with strangers, and not drunk ones either.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that Andrei was English. That's nice.
Okay, first of all, I'm not that drunk. Second of all, you can come to me anytime. Again, I practically live here, so if you ever need to talk about anything, just come over to the tavern, you know.
Again, I don't know you.
I want to imagine that as she says, I practically live here, you just see like someone in the back just go, I know! Get out!
Yeah, I think that's Basil. I think that's Basil, yeah.
Basil. Anyway, right. You don't know me. My name's Talia. What about you? What's your life story?
Poor Andrei.
My name is Andrei, and I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Oh, Andrei, nice to meet you. My name's Talia. In case I didn't mention it, would you like a drink? I'm drunk right now. If I
hold up my cup. I have a drink, thank you.
Oh, would you like
Rowan.
Yes.
Your calm, peaceful tavern night with your calm, normal buddy now been
calm, normal weather conversation.
Yeah, I think Rowan just sees this encounter and like, I think she's just like, oh god, like this is. I don't know what's happening. I mean, maybe if Talia wants to flirt with this person, I think that's what's happening.
Oh no!
I mean,
just like, I'm here if you need me, honey. Okay. I would give you my address, but I live here, so you know where I live.
It's
Talia. Get up and walk away. Just like this, the most unamused face.
Shira, after you've done your awesome performance, and I think there's probably some flyers you're just sort of throwing around just because fuck it, fuck the treating.
Yeah, that's
like accurate. Oprah, like, check under your seats right now. You get a flyer. You get a flyer.
Shira, but
come to my next concert.
I think Rowan turns to Throgmorton and is like, what the fuck is even happening right now?
Throgmorton's probably kind of gives you a look, and then like, because he doesn't want to get in trouble, you see him like pull out a little napkin, grab like whatever he can to write, and then just like scribble on the napkin, "It's Tuesday."
I guess I should have known what I was getting into when I walked in here.
He just sort of like does the silent, like, yeah, nod, the very slow, wide-eyed, just like, It's at that moment that you're, fuck, do I even call this peaceful? Is this peaceful?
No.
You're
interesting.
Your
Interesting. That's a good word.
interesting works. I think another word that works is your typical bar experience.
Okay.
Your typical bar experience. This is nothing out of the ordinary. Actually, let me ask a question because now I'm interested. Andrei, how many times has Talia come up to you and introduced herself as Talia? Is this
Too many times. And every time she does, she just reintroduces herself and is like, nope, not doing this again.
Okay, so I'm gonna change Rowan's initial response from "what the fuck is going on" to just like, "Oh, this again."
Okay, I guess this is a good question to establish because I have to outwork on whatever you guys say. You think you know each other, like, by name? I think we've established that Talia has introduced herself to Andrei more times than Andrei would like. So I think between all those drunk stupors, Andrei knows Talia a bit too well.
Just every time she told a bit more of her life story, Andre's like, cool.
What about just in general? Do you guys think you know each other? Shira?
Well, everyone should
what's
know
the-
me.
Damn, look at that sass.
Amazing.
I know of Shira. I've never spoken to Shira. Because Shira, whenever I see Shira, she's on stage performing something.
Yeah, I think Rowan's just like, she's a good singer, but like I said earlier, not really her taste in music, but she's like, she's talented.
Fair
She can
enough.
appreciate a talented person, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think I established. Oh, sorry to interrupt.
No. Say your thing.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I think that Rowan doesn't know like Andrei or Talia well, but she just like through watching their interactions knows like kind of who they like. She gets a sense of their personality and she knows their names.
Oh,
You know?
I was about to say, I feel like Talia has talked to everyone at least once, whether she remembers it or not.
I'm so floored at how well that turned out. Okay. Fuck. Oh, right. So it's at that moment you guys realize, besides Throgmorton and Fakasha and like the people running this tavern, Shira, you're throwing your flyers and stuff. This is the 30 seconds I need. Hold on. Give me half a
Okay, yeah,
minute
give
to
me
just
half a
calm the
minute too.
situation down. I'm back. I was able to get out
Oh
of
my
the
gosh,
inventory
hi.
to making.
We had to stall for a very long time. A lot of
I had
things
to
are
put away
being cut
groceries.
out.
My sister. I had to put away groceries because my sister refuses to do any work,
Fair.
and
Okay.
I got out of pizza making at my sister's great anger because me and my mom weren't hungry, but she was hungry, so she expected me to heat up a whole frozen pizza for her.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were at the point where everyone kind of has crossed paths to some level.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's at this moment that the door opens upon you all realizing that there aren't many people in today. You've caused ruckus enough for the Dancing Serpent staff. Shira, like you started off promising in your performance and enough people clapped and stuff, like they weren't mad, but you saw people were coughing and like they had to leave because they were feeling ill, and while part of you was a little offended, you were like, well, I mean, they're sick, so they get a pass this time.
This time, but next time they leave, it's
They're
gonna
on
be
fucking thin
consequences.
ice.
So as a result of this, not as a result of this, but like you've put that together, you've had your, and in walks, rather concerned, a rather short for in general, like for his age, for his height, for his height, yeah, short for his height, for his age,
Short for his height.
So he, kind of stumbles over his own words. I wonder why. Black hair, blue skinned moon elf with a purplish cloak and a staff. And as he walks in, he eyes the whole situation and goes, "Oh, good, just who I was hoping to see."
It's Caleb. And I'm gonna say that was in character because I think that Rowan is like, "Oh my god, it's the prince!"
You see him like scan the room, kind of like as soon as he sees you, Rowan, you notice like on the hand that's not holding a staff, like his finger counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. And as he sort of walks in, he says, "Hi, yes." He kind of like steps a little bit to the second step of the stage. He lets Shira have the stage, but he's like on the little platform below it. He's just like, hello. It's me, your prince. And I hate to interrupt your typical Tuesday mid-afternoon. But is that a typical bar? You actually just see him ask himself, is that a typical bar time? Never mind. Your typical Tuesday afternoon to ask if I could see the following people. If you hear your name, please meet me by the door whenever you can. I no rush. It's fine. He actually looks up to Shira, kind of like cranes his neck back to see you on the stage. He's like, Shira, hi, if you could, yeah.
Oh, wow. The prince wants to see me. So what is it this time? A business deal? Is that what you got?
Sure? Question mark. He then says, he regains his composure and he's a little red for having to have that interaction, but he regains his composure. Could people here by the names of Rowan, Andrei, and Talia? Yes, I think I got them. If you all
I'm very confused by this.
If you all could meet me by the front door in about whenever you can, I'm not gonna rush you. That'd be great.
Then sprints to the door and she's just jumping up and down, excited for whatever's gonna happen.
He's like, he looks at you, kind of looks at the list that he has. He's like, Talia, right?
Yeah, that's me. Hi.
You just see him like cross her name off his little list. So what do you guys do? Caleb has just decreed your presence.
I think that Rowan turns to Throgmorton and is like,
What do you think the prince needs me for?
You see him like shrug again, and you almost hear in the background Fakasha go, Throgmorton, there are people who need you! And like he just gets on the napkin again and scribbles down like, I don't know. And then he grabs the thing, realizing that's kind of a bad answer, then scratches it again to say, probably important. And then you just hear him go, coming, and runs back.
Okay, then I think that Rowan kind of just like, with that, sort of hesitantly gets up and like walks out to see what he needs her for.
Okay. When you get to the... Oh, sorry.
Wait, sorry.
I was just going to say, when you get to the door, Caleb sees you and just looks at the two names left, and just kind of like, Rowan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Scratches your name off his list and like tentatively has one mark next to Shira, because like he did tell her and call her by name, but she hasn't shown up yet. So like he's like, do I count it?
Uh-huh.
But like he knows you're not Shira, basically. And Andrei, what are you doing?
Okay. So I think I sit there for a moment, just like mind racing, like, what does he need? This
Tax evasion.
Like, and she's like, okay. So she gets up and just kind of meanders her way to the door, like on high alert, like, what is happening here?
When you meet, he sees you, crosses your name because you're the only name left. And then says, nice to meet you, Andrei. Sorry.
Shira is flattered because she thinks that he's going to ask her to play at the castle, so...
So she kind of like floats over, I'm assuming, or walks over. She can't float yet. She doesn't have gaseous form, so...
Yes, well, then she'll walk over. Confidently, probably.
Caleb's just...
You called.
She's like, yes! Half a minute ago, actually.
Fashionably.
He's just like, that's fine, no.
Yes, it's fine. No worries. It's cool. I know you're busy. Sorry. And like you almost, he has that that all pro tags have, where it's like maybe it's best we talk outside, but then realizing there's like nobody here, he goes, So, so it's like the harshest part of winter, and we're finally getting snowfall, which is good. This is good because snowfall during the part of winter where we should be getting snow. I mean, I'm assuming that's a good thing.
Yes.
However, I do have something not as good.
Can you just get to the point, please?
Okay. Look, and you just see him like. I think he kind of shows you some papers, but I'm assuming Andrei.
Some what?
Paper, like a note that has been written and signed to him.
Okay.
And he goes, "This is from one of our little supply runs. We have small supply routes through cities like Neverwinter and Waterdeep, and those are our ways of getting crops to the city because growing in the snow is not really possible." But our latest supply run is still out the city limits, and I got this note saying that the head of the caravan has come under some pretty nasty sickness. And what makes it odd is I've been receiving a lot of reports of illness just about everywhere. I hate to admit it, but I'm starting to feel a little under the weather myself. Nothing too bad, nothing too dangerous. It's fine. I'm
You
sure
cut
it's
out a
nothing.
little.
Oh, what part do I start again? Like, what was the last thing you heard?
Him coughing, I guess.
Okay. Well, as you can see, even I've come a little weather too, but it's fine. It's probably nothing. With that being said, however, I wanted to ask you all a favor because as I rarely look at our census for anything, because usually that's for taxation, and I'm not a big fan of extra tax. However,
like in Portland. Sorry.
I do like having an active roster of people in the city for scenarios like this. I don't know if you all were aware, but within the last week, I hope a member of my guard had came to your door and asked if you were feeling well. Did that happen to you guys? And if so, what was your response? Like, this is sort of a flashback scene, if you will. Do you guys remember that? Is that something you cared to remember, or do you think you evaded that like you evade tax?
Wait, you sent that guy? That wasn't the paparazzi?
Oh, jeez.
I'm sure you have a lot of fire, Shira, so I'm sure they all bleed together, but if he was a member of my staff with a clipboard, then yes, he would. That was my problem.
Huh.
I feel like
Maybe I shouldn't have slammed the door in his face.
Damn.
Well, I'm sure you're well.
I feel like your people kind of came to Talia's door and nobody answered, and they found the house they found the door unlocked, so they looked everywhere and they couldn't find her.
So they just gave up.
Oh, she shouldn't leave her door open when she goes out. People might steal her things.
Ha!
That's a thing that happens in D&D all the time. You get your stuff stolen.
So
fine.
he goes to Talia, but you're not feeling sick though, right?
Oh, no, I'm fine. Yeah, I feel good. I'm kind of drunk a little, but I'm not sick or anything. I don't think so. Am I dying? Are we gonna die?
Caleb's face go from
Not
hope
yet.
to like sort of like a disappointed, like oh, but he's just like, well, I mean, drunk is not sick in the means we're talking. So I suppose,
if you get sick, it's for a completely different reason.
yeah. He turns to Andrei's like, did you? It says you reported positively. So how did that go?
Well, I mean, a guard did come and knock on my door. I told him I wasn't sick, and then I told him to go away because I don't trust. I don't trust people, and the fact that this random stranger, even though he was a guard and came up to my door, I was just like, no.
He then says, a valid reaction.
Like, I don't trust authority. And she looks up with like her arms crossed and her like chin
I
up.
don't trust authority.
He just goes,
Yeah.
a valid fear. Rowan, they told me that you were very
Very what?
civil.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I remember him coming to my door. He was very friendly. And yeah, I told him I felt fine. There was no issue.
Great. Then you're exactly who I'm looking. Basically, everyone else has something going on right now.
Really? Everyone?
Everyone who we reported.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, either one of my guards was, lazy on the job and totally sick. Or they're pulling a prank on me, which would not be the first time. But considering they were genuinely concerned, and considering I had the captain of the guard look into it, and he came to the same conclusions, I'm hard pressed to believe that they lied.
Mhm.
However, that's not the immediate threat. It's concerning, but not immediate. The immediate concern is that if we don't get that supply wagon to the city, not only will people be sick, they'll be sick and hungry, and that's not fun for anybody.
Yeah.
I guess
What do you want us to do about it?
Well, quite honestly, you're the only people in enough health to actually leave the city.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So, in the most non-mercenary way possible, I'm asking you to do me a favor that will be repaid in the form of gold. This isn't a hire, this is a favor with a monetary other end of it. It's not I'm not hiring. Let me just stake that one in the ground real quick. This is off the book shit.
Okay.
But essentially what I'm asking you is this letter around where these people last were seen, and I will give each of you 50 gold if you can bring back.
Wait, 15 or 50?
50. I'm a prince. That is not a question of concern.
Wow.
All I need from you is to bring the cart back. And once you do that, I hand you the money, we move on with our lives.
Okay. I'm all about helping people. Although I just need to ask, how dangerous is this going to be? I want to know what is there any risk involved? Because I don't want to say the word adventurers yet, but if that's what you're asking us to do, then I know there's a lot of danger involved, and I'm not really sure if I'm up to that.
Well, it shouldn't be too bad. Most trade route comes in through the main road, and with it being the main road, there's a typical lack of threat.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the worst you may come upon is like an animal, a creature, but nothing
I'm fine
too
with
intense.
animals.
Nothing
Okay.
too intense. Nothing that a city guardsman couldn't deal with on their off time.
Okay. Will there be guards with us?
You just you see the two, like, I don't know if I mentioned it, but when he walked in, I'm assuming there's like one or two just sort of deployed on the side of him, just 50. And as you say that, you two go, and you just see it's just like.
I just go with them. Like,
His little ears like drop down a little bit.
Yeah.
if we're going, I don't want guards anywhere near me.
Well, that works for me.
Oh, well.
So wait,
All
do
right, I
you really
guess.
need all four of us to go? Because I'm very busy, so why
Here's
should
what
I
I'm thinking.
go?
There's
Shira.
no risk. We're going to get a supply cart and then we get paid.
Also, you do kind of sing in a tavern.
Do you have something to say about that?
What? No. It's fine. I mean, singing in a tavern is a good job. Well paying. I mean, I don't work. It's fine.
All right. Well, all right. 50 gold pieces is 50 gold pieces. So
And you
Even
then
though
see, like,
this is labor.
you then see Caleb just kind of give Shira this look of like, I know what you want. All right, if you succeed, I can see what I can do about a performance in the castle.
Really? You're the best.
He red faced again.
Oh,
He's like, I'll see what I can do. I am sort of the highest authority.
Don't worry, we'll bring that cart back safe and sound.
I imagine she just like pats him on the head.
Yes.
He's very happy.
Oh,
You don't hear it, but internally there are screaming just going off in this little Minnow's brain.
I mean, here's the thing. I feel like he wants that concert, right? Like he's giving it to her as just like, oh yes, I'm using my princely power to give you this concert. But in his head, he's just like, yes, this is a thing that I will.
Oh yeah.
It's a win-win for me.
I mean, Shira's good at what she does, but Caleb knows how to play the game.
Yeah.
Andrei
So
just
like,
puts the hood to her cloak up and she's like just silently like watching, and she's like getting ready to.
yes. I'm good.
If I don't eat my second, I'll give it to you.
That sounds good.
Okay.
All right, it's all good. Just had to check a thing. Anyway,
About cheeseburgers.
yeah. Yes. So you all have taken Caleb's favor. Quotes TM.
Definitely not a job.
Not hiring.
Well, like, Talia has been kind of, like, trying to sober up so she can properly, like, you know... Do I have to roll to sober up?
You can if you'd like to.
Oh, jeez. Oh, okay.
You can stay as you are with Mile High
I was
Club,
going
but
to
not
say
too
that's
bad.
that's very responsible of Talia to want to sober up to do a job.
To be fair, it is 50. That is drinking money.
That's true. You're right. Also, so I can drink later.
I guess I'll roll.
Go for it.
Okay, so 14 total.
You're a bit better. It's definitely past the 10. So you're giggly. You're giggly, but it's nothing bad.
Just slightly tipsy.
Yeah, it's like it'd be the equivalent of getting one or two drinks in your system. You're starting to feel, but you're not like it's not bad. You can walk. You can speak words.
All right. Well,
You're not like harassing Andrei.
Yeah.
I resent that, but okay. Talia's just kind of like, I mean, well, I'll do it, I guess. I don't really need the money as long as I get food. I'm good.
Food is the best motivator.
I don't understand why we're still standing here discussing it. We do a low risk thing and get money.
Wait, so when do we leave exactly?
Genuinely, I didn't think
You're
I'd
drunk
get this
Baymaxing
far.
a lot.
Yeah.
You're drunk.
Oh,
You're drunk Baymaxing.
I said that Caleb said that. Is it better now?
Yeah.
I said that Caleb says, "Oh, genuinely did not think I'd get this far."
Oh,
It did it a little bit.
Yeah, minor.
Maybe log off and get back on.
Okay.
I hope Baymax is all right.
Baymax is just always drunk. Talk about your problems, Baymax. Don't drink your sorrow away, my friend. You're supposed to be healing other people. Heal yourself.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
That does sound better.
Baymax got sober.
So, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Caleb's response is, genuinely didn't think I'd get this far.
That's a little bit concerning, but okay.
I respect that.
Okay. You guys, either in the morning or now. I'm impartial. I'm not going with you, so, like, that's your schedule.
I mean, I might want to get some stuff ready. I mean, shouldn't we like pack some things? Maybe I don't know, just in case a first aid kit, some food. Like, I have nothing on me right now except for some money for tavern stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I again, just so long as the cart shows up before like everyone starves.
Yeah, also, I mean, sleeping might be a good idea. Everyone is a lot more peaceful when they've had some sleep.
That's true. As great as I look, I should probably change clothes before going outside anyways. This isn't really suited to the cold climate.
She's in like performance like garb.
Yeah.
We're all just looking at her like in our just like
I'll
super
be
big
back.
fluffy
My father
jackets.
needs
Just like
So let me finish our thing. So
Yeah.
you guys are gonna take the night and then head out in the morning.
hello?
Hello?
Oh god, did he die?
You cut out for a second.
Oh, I said so you guys are going to do the night, stay the night, and then head out in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
sounds
Yeah.
like a good idea.
Okay, so it's the next. Do you guys have anything you want to do, or can we just say it's next morning?
I think we can just say it's next morning. I think that Rowan kind of like probably had a bit of a restless night. I think she's nervous about like even though he said, "Oh, it's not going to be dangerous and you're just going to encounter animals and it's fine." She's not the type of person who like leaves her like well, she leaves her house, but she doesn't like leaving the town. You know, like she probably stays within the same kind of little area. Probably goes to the same restaurants like every day. Not like me, obviously. Had Japanese 3 times this week. So yeah, I think she's a little bit nervous. So I think she kind of just like thought stuff over and like packed her bags full of like unnecessary amounts of things. Like so much first aid equipment. It's not even funny.
Shira slept peacefully and enjoyed a dream about her future concert at the palace.
Aw, that's nice.
So I think you guys are. I think you guys are like in the
Well,
morning.
wait, did Talia and Andrei do something?
Oh yeah.
As soon as Talia went home, she flopped onto the bed and slept, having fever dreams about talking beer. Yeah.
Oddly specific, but okay.
Andrei just went home and tried to get sleep, even though she doesn't really sleep well.
Well, she is
Typically.
a half elf, so maybe it's the elves don't need to sleep.
Well, I mean, she's half human, so she sleeps, but she has a lot of restless nights. This was one of them.
Mm.
So the next morning, you all meet up at sort of probably outside the Dancing Serpent again. And I think Caleb designated that as the spot. He's there to see you off. He looks the same, if not just a tad bit like the rest of you guys, I think Shira looks about the same. You know, she's in more warm clothing, but I think she still like did her hair, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And I think like everyone's just this scene of everyone normally like in their typical clothing, and you just hear, "Hey guys," and it's Rowan, and like she's lugging bags upon bags of stuff. Like she looks like she's going on vacation.
Yes, accurate.
So Caleb just goes, "So I had some scouts run ahead. The way to the cart is only about an hour or so. The only concern they had would be like a wolf, maybe an animal. The worst thing that is in the nearby vicinity, there was a kobold nest, but we haven't heard head or tail of them in about a month, so that shouldn't be an issue."
Okay.
Rowan just rechecks her bags really quick to see like do I have everything? Like, would I be able to defend myself?
So Caleb kind of is like, "So I don't know how to officially see you off, so I brought this bottle of fizzy cider that's non-alcoholic, because I know with boats, you smash it against the boat. But we don't have a boat, but we do have this tavern." Funk. So he breaks this fizzy cider on the tavern, just goes, "Oh, I just realized I wasted a bottle of fizzy cider."
I think you hear from like would it be loud enough for like the people inside to hear that and be like, what was that?
And this is early morning, so the only people inside are the crew.
Yeah, I think Fakasha or someone's just like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah,
I
Kale's
feel
just
like someone would be like, it's too early for this shit. Go home.
Yeah.
Kale's just like, I'm holding an event.
Yeah.
No, he does that, realizes he's wasted a bottle, kind of looks sad for a second, then goes, "'Tis the price of liberty." So, thanks and good luck.
Yeah.
Talia gives what she hopes is a very serious salute.
Caleb looks down. Talia, honey, you're like 3 feet.
Excuse me? Does that have anything to do with showing respect for my city?
I mean, I suppose not.
I thought so. And then she gives another salute.
he hands you, he gives like a weak thumbs up, like, neat, bro. So with that, you guys just start sort of walking out the city gate and on a map that Caleb gave you to where the cart's supposed to be. So what are you all talking about as you're taking your little hike? Bit of a morning stroll, nothing too serious.
Is it pretty?
Oh yeah, snow's falling. A bit harder than yesterday, but not like so bad that it's like I can't see in front of my own face. Like it's pretty scenic.
Talia's just, it's cold as balls. Fuck.
It's kind of always cold as balls. I mean, just that's how you worded it.
Andrei's got her hood up and just trailing the group.
So, I don't know how long this is gonna take, but we should probably get to know each other. How about we do a little getting to know each other game? Name, age, and favorite animal. I'll go first. Hi, my name's Rowan.
Hi, Rowan.
No. I'm 25 and I like mice. Wants to go next. This is so awkward.
I love it though.
She's how tall is the snow pile?
For you, it's fairly nice, probably half your height. For everyone else,
like a Talia-shaped hole in the snow.
She like jumps. She's not walking, she's jumping through the snow.
Just like a little fox. Adorable.
I like to imagine she jumps into like a extremely thick, like big slump. Then like she puts her head out in her hands and she throws snow in there. It's just like it looks like the cover of a Christmas album. It's wonderful.
Beautiful.
Okay,
so Talia's just so happy.
So Talia goes next. Hi, I'm Talia. You can call me Tay Tay or whatever.
Please never do that again.
I'm not gonna call you that.
Okay. I'm too old for this shit, and I feel like I'm dying. Who's next?
Okay.
I think at this point, you guys have probably maybe stopped for a snack midway through your walk, and you guys are just like.
Rowan has granola bars.
Yes, Rowan has initiated the
them.
snack. I think Rowan has initiated the snack stop. She's like, "Wait, it's second breakfast."
Yeah. I have bread next to me. Should I just like start eating bread?
If you want.
I don't know how nice that would be for audio quality. Although some people are into that.
Please don't.
Okay.
So, bread consumption.
No, stop. Ew, gross.
That's gross.
So you guys are consuming your snacks, your granola bars. Neat. Would anyone care to make perception of just the camp? Like how close you are, how far you are, stuff like that. You know.
Oh, I thought you were I feel like we all we probably we probably all should make a perception check.
Alrighty.
I mean, I'm not the DM, but like
No.
I think
I was
better
asking-
safe. I think better safe than sorry for all of us to do it, so that if one of us fails, we're not all screwed.
I rolled an 18
Understandable.
plus
18?
plus 2, so I 20.
Well, geez, I think we're good.
I just think, but then like for comedy's sake, if one of us rolls real bad.
Oh, all right.
Speaking of which,
Oh boy.
I rolled a 5 and I have a +1, so that's a 6.
Oh shit! I got a 2. let me see what my perception is. Hold on.
Boy.
I hope
do I
it's not
have-
very high.
I hope
Do I have where? Oh no, where does it say perception?
It's on the first page. There's like a little corner right next to
okay.
the stuff.
I have a +3. That's still not good. That's a 5.
I rolled a 14, so
Yeah,
I'm just
so,
really into these granola bars.
Fuck yeah. And Talia is really into like her Winter Wonderland video. That's not happening in anyone's mind but hers.
Uh-huh.
Shira, you notice that like you're fairly close. The map and stuff are lining up. The landmarks are there. You do hear some skittering, but you think like, oh, mice. Snow mice. That must be a thing.
It's a thing.
And Andrei, however, you hear skittering and immediately just go, nope. So you are able to notice some tracks in the snow a little bit behind you. And they're kind of like they're three-toed, kind of clawed, kind of hooked edges. What do you do?
You guys,
Uh-huh.
God, I wish
on the
I
ground over here.
What kind? Do you think you might know what kind of animal it is?
I haven't spent enough time in this town to know what kind of life is here. But I get a bad feeling.
I know animals. Can I make a check?
Sure.
What
And-
do I...
Just D20 and add your nature, maybe. And I'll speed this along because we are kind of running a little off the clock. So actually, before Andrei can finish, you hear some noises behind you, and one of them says, "Are you sure this is a good idea? Look, man, we're sick. We're not in the best position to be doing much of anything." You just see two reptilian figures. They are about 3 feet tall. They are scaly, have tails. They're wearing some nice, like, fakey armor. You think that they're made out of, like, little animal hides and stuff. And they're both holding slings. And that's about it. And they just stop in their tracks, look at you, because they rolled a 7 on their stealth. And one of them goes, "I'm Richard. That's Steve. Please don't hurt us."
I think Rowan was like holding the granola bar, like about to throw it. I think she just like puts it down.
Steve just goes, "When do we tell them we're the hunting party? We don't tell them we're the hunting party, Steve."
So I think these guys are the hunting party.
Damn it, Steve!
I don't think so.
One other little kobold. Actually, yeah, you guys would know that these are kobold. And the only difference is, unlike the typical red, they are blue. And one more kobold walks up behind them, and you just hear him say, "All right, this is the plan. You found us before we can do things." And Steve just goes, "Murder things. Stop it, Steve!"
I'm very concerned.
Picks up the granola bar again.
Steve's just like, "So I guess you're after our cart. So I guess we have to fight now? Is that the unwritten rule of cart warfare?"
Wait. Your cart? This is our cart.
We stole it fair and square. I don't
Get ready
know
for
how
an
that
ass
works.
kicking. She pulls out her bow.
Oh,
I
okay.
just take my dagger, like, you know what? I'm ready to kill some kobolds.
All right, first combat of the session, and we're going to call it after the fight. There's only 3 kobold, and they are not looking well, so this should be easy. Roll initiative, and we'll get going.
Okay.
Oh,
First roll initiative.
Yay! Oh wow, Richard.
I rolled a 2,
Oh my
and then I have
God.
+3, so 5.
Oh shit! Now I know why I rolled so low on perception. I rolled the wrong dice.
Well,
Shit! I rolled a D4. The highest I could have gotten was 4. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Anyways.
I
Oh
rolled
wow!
a
Nat 20.
14.
Awesome.
14.
I got a
I
nat
know.
20.
Yeah, I got a
Nat-
14.
I
Nat
heard
20.
you, Rowan. I heard you, Rowan.
Which is very uncharacteristic, to be honest.
Talia, you're up. What's your initiative?
Although actually, maybe it's just she's not so much ready to fight. She's just more on like high alert.
True. Talia, what's your initiative count?
I rolled a 2.
Amazing. All right. First up is Rowan, and there's 3 kobold.
Okay. I don't have my spells yet, which everyone's gonna get real mad at me.
Do you have any weapons? Maybe Rowan just doesn't want to use her
True.
magic right now.
True. Yes, I have a quarterstaff.
Maybe they need a good bonking.
That's Rowan doesn't want to hurt things though. I think darn.
Does a bonk count as hurting? I mean, you maybe does maybe it's a light hey, stop that.
I'm trying to think of something else she could do.
Maybe you can hold your action, so maybe you can hold it until someone else gets hurt, and then Rowan can intervene.
That's true. I think I'm gonna hold my action because I think she's I think she realized, oh, nobody else is gonna go before me. Oh shit, someone else go before me.
Okay, then with that being said, Shira, you're up first.
Boy. See, you're also going to kill me, but I don't
tell
know what
you
any of my spells do.
statistics. I have them all pulled up for you.
This is all of our first time. Please don't.
I will tell you this. I know you have Vicious Mockery. That targets 1. Earth Tremor targets all. Friends adds your charisma, so maybe you can talk them out of it if you cast Friends on yourself. That's just a brief description of the magic of your spells, if you have one you need to describe.
Also, B, I'm really, really sorry to do this to you, but on your next turn, can you please just give me 4 spells to do, and then maybe I'll change them next game? I just need things that I can do.
Yeah, I got you. I'll just give you Janice's playbook.
Yeah, give me the same ones that Janice has, and I'll write them down real quick. I'm so sorry, everybody. I thought that we were going to do this before this episode started, and then we had a limited amount of time.
Yes. So, Shira, what are you doing? Does Shira want to hit one of them or all of them?
Well, I mean, if I hit all of them, does it also hit us?
Not necessarily. If you guys are bunched together, then no.
I think we are.
I mean, if it doesn't hit all of us, then sure, I'll use Tremor.
Okay, so let me very fast pull up the specific saving throw for Earth Tremor, and not gonna lie, Kobold HP is rather sad. So there's a very high chance that this could.
Oh my god!
Oh boy!
I'm not.
And the whole fight.
I wish I was joking. I wish I was joking. I'm only forewarning that I did throw kobolds at you people. Yeah, it's a dexterity saving throw versus your spell save DC, which is the big number on your third sheet. That will say spell save DC below it. So,
okay.
10, 4, and 11. Do any of those break your spell save DC?
Nope. Mine, it's 14, so.
Amazing. Roll a d6.
Oh my god.
Alright.
I swear to God, it's a very unlikely chance, but there's 2 different ways you could actually end this fight right now.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 3, so.
They are alive. Okay, this is the scene. So Shira just goes, okay, this is happening. Blasts a chord with her guitar, or her steam-powered mandolin, and you just see them all just get pushed back as the earth shakes around them. And then the 3 of them just kind of fall on top of each other in very comedic fashion, and they kind of get back up Oh, my head. Oh, God.
Beautiful.
I think Rowan like turns to Shira and is just like,
Gotta admit, that was cool.
I'm not
Thanks, I
joking.
know.
They are below half health. I wish I was joking. I can't believe I'm saying this. Andrei, you are actually next on the initiative count.
I got a 5.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Right, Talia got a 2, right?
Mm-hmm. Kobold number 1 got a 4.
Jesus.
Kobold number 2 got a 3. And the last kobold got a 1, ironically enough.
Wow.
Great.
Okay. What am I doing? That's a good question.
Well, I doubt you have sneak attack since they jumped you.
Yeah.
However, they are below half health from 3 damage. I need you to put that one in perspective. Also, Rowan, now that you've seen First Blood, I think the spells I imagine Rowan having would be the cantrips Druidcraft and Thorn Whip.
Okay. I can see that.
And I
Okay,
think
hold
the
on,
spells
let
would
me note
be
that down.
Animal Friendship, Thunder Wave was her only damaging one I gave, Charm Person, and Heal It and Cure Wounds.
Getting some pen ASMR right.
Yeah.
So wait, I wrote Druidcraft, Thorn Whip, Charm Person. What were the other ones?
Thunder Wave, Cure Wounds, and Charm Person. So,
Okay.
with that being said, Andrei, what are you doing?
Okay, thank you. I might change those for the next game. It's just
Yeah.
I
Go
needed
for
I
it.
needed
You know all of them,
those all
so you
fit-
can
yeah,
change
those
them
all-
for free whenever you like.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sorry everybody for
No,
who's gonna be all pissed at me for not knowing.
Andrei?
I what do I do? That's a good question.
I forgot to add +3 for initiative. Whoops. So 5.
So that
Anyway,
puts us
keep
both
going.
at 5.
So you're tied. So Talia, you can do an action as Andrei preps hers.
All right. I'm gonna try and wait. How many of these guys are there?
There's 3. They're lumped up together because they just fell on top of each other in comedic fashion. They were knocked prone. So they're on the floor, and they
Well,
are very unhappy.
I'll try and shoot for the one on top.
All right, roll a d20. I'm not going to lie to you. This will not be a hard check. That's a concerning...
Does not sound good.
Do I add anything?
Unless it's a nat 1.
It's your bow, right? So add your dex.
Oh, right, Dex. Right. Okay, 13.
That would do it.
Oh, that was so much better than I thought it was gonna be with the noise you made.
Yeah, no, 13 breaks. What's the
Yay.
damage on your bow? D6? D8?
We're so prepared.
I hope you're
Rowan has
enjoying
no
this
spells. I don't know what
episode,
any of
guys.
mine do. Rowan has no spells. I don't know what mine do, and Talia doesn't know how much her bow does. So.
Amazing. We'll figure this out, we promise.
I think it's a D6. Just roll a D6.
What is that, a short bow?
I think
Or a
so.
long bow?
Oh no, it's a longbow.
Oh, then that's a D8.
Okay.
I think. If I got that one wrong,
gotta
I'm
be
sure the internet
kidding
will tell
me.
me.
A
Huh?
1.
A 1?
I hate this.
You just go, and you just hear me go, ow, Jesus, I was only at like 2 hit points, dude, what the fuck?
I think Rowan's just like, ugh.
Andrei, what are you doing?
I want to stab something.
Which one? One on the top who's like already just like in pain, or the 2 below him who are screaming?
The one under the first one, because its screaming is annoying me.
Okay, roll a d20.
19!
Oh, fuck yes. Dagger's a d4, I believe. I'm assuming that's the dagger. Or are you using your short sword?
Yeah, dagger. D4.
Alright, d4.
3.
You stab him, and as you go through, you pull out, and you're just like, good, he's done. And you hear the one below him go, Jesus Christ, what did you do to Steve?
Oh no. I think Rowan's like looking away, just like, no.
You killed Steve! You
I feel bad now.
And the one below, the one on top, grabs his sling, puts a little rock in it, and throws it at you, Andrei. That's a 14.
Oof.
Does that break?
What am I taking here? AC?
Yeah.
14.
Oh, well, if it's a tie, it goes to the defender. So it bounces off of you, and you feel like you should have been hit, but no.
You're just kind of like, ow.
And the other one is up, and they're going to try and sling at you too. They rolled a 4. Oh, wait a second. I'm wrong. The 14 has a +4 to hit, so that would be an 18.
Oh.
That is my bad.
Oof.
So it's a sling. So this rock actually does hit you, but it's just a rock. A 3 point of damage rock.
Okay. Take 3 damage.
Yeah. It was a big rock.
Okay.
I'm kind of concerned that the rock did as much damage as the dagger did.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's a little concerning.
Top of the order, Rowan. You have your spells now.
Yeah. Okay. Huh.
There's
one of them.
Huh?
One of them's dead.
Yep.
One of them is like got an arrow in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them is still fine.
Yes, well, as fine as a post-earth tremor kobold could be, but yeah.
That's true.
But he's also the one on the bottom of this pile. Though they did use their movement on the turn to get out of prone, so they're standing menacingly, but very frailly.
Okay. What does Druidcraft do?
It does not do damage. It creates harmless sensory effects like gusts of wind and grows flowers.
Oh, okay. I'm debating whether I want to do Charm Person on the one with the arrow in it, or like
1 HP?
wait, whichever one is least dead or would be like the most angry at us.
The one that's most angry is defo, the one on the bottom, and that one was Richard, because you just stabbed the fuck out of Steve.
Yeah. So,
that's a wisdom.
I can't cast cure wounds on Steve because he's fucking dead.
True. Let me make a wisdom save if that's Charm Person you're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Charm Person.
Fuck. It's against your spell save DC. It's another 4.
Okay.
So I don't even need to. It's a 4. I can assure you, your spell save DC is higher. The number they give you is 8. So.
Oh, okay.
So Richard kind of like drops his weapon, and just goes, "Oh man, I kind of like the short one. They seem nice." And like the Gilbert Gottfried in his voice is replaced with like genuine niceness, almost as though Gilbert Gottfried is some sort of vocal disease.
I think that okay. So Rowan's like, everybody, like, get back for a second. I just did a thing, okay? Just let me do my thing before you stab anybody else. Glares at Andrei.
His scream was annoying me.
I think she goes over and kind of just like moves. Steve is the one that got stabbed, right?
Correct.
Kind of like very hesitantly, like picks him up and like gets him off of the other guy. And is just like, ugh, like puts him on the side, and then she's just like, okay, hello, my name's Rowan. What did you say your name was?
Richard.
Hello, Richard. I'm really, really sorry about what we've done to your friend.
The other one's like, boss, what do we do? He's holding his slingshot, like, I'm at 1 hit point, bro. And Richard's like, stand down, John the 37th. Okay. He then turns to him and is like, the 36 other Johns died.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that.
No, it's fine. Whenever a John dies, I just find another kobold, and then I tell them that they're John number whatever.
Okay.
My real name is Jonathan. I'm just John now. It's actually very ironic. I named up. The last one's name was Sven.
So Rowan kind of like
takes Richard's hand and is like, "So, Richard, I have a proposition for you, and for you as well.
I was
Okay.
getting over.
If you are to let us pass, without any more trouble, we will not kill you or your friend, and you can just go about your life and leave us alone."
That's a very intriguing proposal. And then he
Nobody test me on this, okay?
says, DMB for a moment pops out of like the corner of the screen and goes to Rowan and says, "Hey, you do know that wears off in an hour."
I don't think you need to like self-insert yourself as yourself. You can just say that as you.
I
Like-
know. I'm just painting a word picture. Just you do know that's an hour though, right?
Yes, but hopefully we can move on before an hour. I think they just see me talking to nobody, and they're like, "What is?"
Actually, what Richard says is, "Well, I mean, you were after some cart, right?
Yes.
We got a cart." And then they pull it out, and sure enough, it's the cart.
Oh my god, thank you!
Yeah, just
So
take
we'll
it
just-
back. Just take it when you're
Yeah.
going, new best friend.
Thank you. We'll just be taking this cart and going on our way. Real sorry about your friend.
Steve? Oh, he was a backstabbing asshole. It's fine.
Wow.
And then
Okay.
John just goes, "We're all backstabbing assholes. We're kobolds."
All right, cool. So we're just gonna take this cart and go, hopefully in less than an hour, and then
All right,
maybe
that's an oddly specific time frame, but okay.
yeah. And then if nothing happens and you guys are still alive, maybe we'll give it back to you. Although you did say you stole it, so maybe not. I don't know. Whatever works.
Richard just goes, "That sounds completely sensible and not at all like anything has swayed this decision whatsoever." And
Great.
sure enough, he and John pull up the cart, and it is the cart with all the food. The only interesting thing, though, you see, is on it, they see, like, Richard has to stand up, put on the scary mask, be like, "Hey, what are you doing on their cart?" "But I thought it was our cart, boss." "It's ours. It's theirs now." Okay. And as he gets off, you see him just like, "Could I at least do the thing for our new friend? I mean, fuck it, okay." And he's like, "Check this out." And out of his hand comes a spell called Ray of Frost. Like any basic person would know that. It's a cantrip. I don't think that's like mystical hidden arcana. It's a cantrip. A wizard who says "I'm a wizard" probably knows that spell.
Okay.
Like that's the prerequisite for that spell, is saying "I know magic," and you probably are just gifted Ray of Frost. No, but the interesting thing actually, Rowan, since you are the most naturally inclined, roll a nature check, and then we'll wrap up for the night.
Okay. Just gotta zoom out of my character sheet because I know I have a plus something for nature. Yeah, I have a +2. Okay. That's a 6, but +2, so that's an 8.
Yeah, all right. I mean, it was going to be easy. So, basically, you would know that kobolds are draconic. They can trace their bloodline at some point to dragons.
Okay.
More specifically, red dragons. Typically, a kobold has pyromancy. This kobold is over here throwing up ice spells. That's not normal. That's weird. That's something you should maybe talk to the prince about.
I think that... Wait, hold on. I want to see what items that Rowan has, because if she has like a little notebook or something, then maybe she'll write that down as like a note to tell the prince.
You do have the wrapper of that granola bar.
That's true. I also do have like a spell book. That's
Also
something
true.
that I
in, like,
have.
the little margins of your spell book, just like, hey, this thing.
Yeah.
All right. So you write it in
Yeah.
the little margins, like probably next to some doodles of like some trees and like maybe a puppy, a very happy puppy.
Yeah.
And as you close the book, you're like, okay, and the kobolds wave happily as they watch their stolen riches literally walk away.
Yay! We didn't have to
gone
kill all of
first, then
them.
we wouldn't have to kill Steve.
And you hear Richard just go, "Well, I'm going to go take about an hour-long nap. See ya."
Bye.
And
So
so you
long,
guys
friend.
rather harmlessly walk the cart back to town. When Caleb sees you, his response looks from one of like fear to oh thank Jesus, and he gives you this like very happy look as he sees you all. He's like, I'm very happy to see you all made it back in town safe. And as he's saying this, he's looking dead on at Shira, but like doesn't say that he's only speaking to her specifically, but context is there.
Thanks, Caleb.
Shira
Oh.
does not notice, and she just silently thinks, yes, this concert is in the bag.
He's like, well, you did bring back the cart. He turns to everyone and has these little pouches. Like, you know, I always imagine them looking like the dice pouches for some reason, the little black ones.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, he just kind of throws one in everyone's general direction, and sure enough, 50 gold. He's just like, well, that is the extent of my favor. Not a job, it is a favor. I don't need to put it on official ledgers and he starts doing math. 50, 100, 150, 200. 200 gold went.
Talia is kind of just like raising her hand.
Yes,
like,
Talia.
She just throws it back at you.
Do you want to like it to catch in his hands, or like do you want to like throw it at his face?
No, his hands, please, his hands.
Roll a d20 and add your dexterity. Oh my God.
Add what?
Dexterity. I'm being nice. You're a ranger. You should be good. Talia.
Oh, hey, 18, and then 23.
Look at that. Caleb
Wait, no, 21.
Wow.
You should be in baseball, Talia. You throw the perfect underhand. Like it is graceful. It is beautiful. I'm going to roll to see if Caleb's sleight of hand can maybe help him catch it. 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, 17. Catches it. And like for a brief moment, he has to fumble it for a second, but it's in his hands. It's a 17. I'm not going to deny him a good roll. He's just like, yeah, well, I'm glad that this. Why are you giving me the money back, though, Talia?
Well, I don't need it.
Wow, that's really nice. Do you want a round of drinks on me?
Yes.
Okay. See, that I can accomplish.
Wait, is Caleb allowed into the tavern though?
He's their prince. He can sort of do what he wants.
That's true.
He is the one who wrote the drinking age in Timshul, my dude.
Purposely made it like just 1 year younger than he is.
It was the elf clause.
Oh,
He
sorry,
put in an elf
1 year.
clause.
Yeah.
No, but he's like, yeah, sure, drinks on me. I can do that. And Shira, while we're getting drinks, maybe you and I can talk about concert stuff.
Sounds great. I'll have to. I'll tell you who exactly to hire for lights because I'm picky.
I'm sure whatever you want can be arranged.
Perfect.
Any other things you want to tell Caleb?
I think that like I don't know if we've all gone to the tavern yet.
You're walking in. You're walking there.
Okay, I think
He
that
met you at the city gates, and there was like some guards there, and so the guards are taking the cart, and Caleb's walking you to the tavern.
Okay, I think that Rowan kind of like pulls on his cape a little bit and is like, "Hey, I need to tell you something."
Oh, yeah, sure. Shira, one moment. What's up, Rowan? And Shira, you just see him like pull away for a split second as you're about to start the light spiel.
She looks super offended.
Sorry, Shira. It'll be 1 moment. So, I know you mentioned us encountering some things on this.
Oh, I hope there wasn't too much trouble.
We did have to kill a guy, which was not fun. I really wish we didn't have to do that.
Who did you just see sweat like all over? Who did you have to kill? Oh God.
Yeah, there were some kobolds, but they were like blue. I guess they were like snowbolds.
That sounds like a lame name, but you know what? But you know what? He then takes a note of it. He's like, the people are gonna need a name for the face, and quite honestly, my typical creature name guys out for the week, so I'm gonna roll with it.
Sorry, it's funny because I know that. Never mind. Anyways.
So yeah, that was kind of an interesting encounter, and I guess I wanted you to know that was something that happened.
Well, like what designates them with the Snowbold moniker? Like, were they just kobolds in the snow? Because I think kobolds in the snow is also an apt title.
No, they were like blue, and one of them could do ice magic, and it was very unusual.
He goes, "That's alarming."
Yeah.
I'll get some people on it. Though my researcher guy is also out for the week. And then you just see him put the math together and just go, "Oh no." All right. You actually see him just, give me a moment. And you just see him like trying to cast a firebolt just to check, and sure enough, ice.
Oh.
He turns to you. Well, that's concerning. And he looks at Shira, who's been like sort of probably tapping her foot rather impatiently.
Yeah.
And like you just see him like brush off the embarrassment of casting the wrong spell. He looks to Rowan and just says, "Let's celebrate your victory before we plan our next move."
Okay.
And as he walks you into the tavern, he starts talking to Shira again. But Rowan, the look on Caleb's face when his fire magic turned into ice was not a pleasant one. And as you all walk in, reveling in your first fight, your first adventure, Rowan, probably whoever was watching, probably Andrei there too. Everyone sits together, and while there is this sort of farce of bond, I think you've bonded a little bit. You can only stab so many people together before you become friends, right?
Yeah. Hopefully one is enough.
The family that stabs together stays together is what I believe the proper saying is. No, but as you guys sit together, and even though Rowan's icebreaker game is rather awkward and lousy, to be honest, it sure is nice that you aren't in the freezing cold and being attacked by tiny snow lizard people. And you guys are enjoying your night. It's pretty great. Shira has listed... Actually, Shira, what do you tell Caleb? We'll end on this. What do you tell Caleb about like your concert plans? How above and
Probably
beyond
lists
are you
off
planning?
all the stage crew she wants. And
At first, Caleb's just nodding his head. Then you hear him go, "A moment." Walks away, comes back with a pad and paper. It's just like, "Okay, I'm ready." And as he's taking down names, like Shira, you notice how furiously he's going. Like his life depends on getting all of this right.
she is pleasantly surprised.
And as he closes,
Caleb.
as he closes the notebook with everything, he's, "Well, I'm very happy to support your musicianship. I'm happy to say I am a very big fan. So I'm very much looking forward to your concert. My head advisor and Elliot are a little wary of letting you into our private abode, but I pulled some strings. I made it happen."
I normally would be offended that your advisor thinks so little of me, but I am very glad that the prince calls himself a fan of me.
Yeah. I'm sure he didn't mean anything by it. I'm sure he thinks you're lovely. He's just protective, you know. You know how adults are.
Of course.
And he's just like,
surrounded
yeah.
by a table of adults. You know how adults are.
And as he actually, last roll of the night, Shira, make a perception check on Caleb's notepad.
All right. What's my perception? Okay, +2.
And it'll be contested by Caleb's sleight of hand because he does not want people to see them.
19.
Oh! 6. Shira, you see that his hand is trying to come. Like, the way he's holding the pad is a little awkward, as if, like, his hand is purposely over something. So as he naturally reverts it back to his normal position, sure enough, there are little, like, heart doodles in the margins.
Aww.
And you could do with that information whatever you'd like.
Oh, hell yeah. Internally, she's probably like, yes, I can use this.
The prince loves me. I can sell him.
Call me crazy, but I feel like Shira's a little bit manipulative.
I don't know, maybe.
And this happy little moment, even though Shira's got this sort of knowing smirk, but she doesn't tell Caleb, I'm assuming. Like, she's not like,
oh no, she just silently holds it over his head.
But yeah, this is a nice little moment. You guys are probably getting drinks on Caleb, and I'm almost certain Talia is getting the most expensive thing she can because she knows he's buying. Or maybe a lot of cheap stuff. That's another valid option.
True.
But
Talia goes for the cheap shit. It gets you drunk faster.
Fair enough. Caleb, you guys are all drinking. Probably getting lunch. I'd say because you left morning and it was about a day's walk, about an afternoon's walk. I think it's like lunchtime. Or for Rowan, probably like, I don't know, 15th lunch. God only knows.
Hey, don't make fun of me.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll leave on that happy little moment, unless anyone has like a nice little send-off scene they have in mind. One, and then we'll end. You guys are just eating together. Caleb's actually sitting with you and making small talk, and I think this is the first time you are making small talk with the prince. And it's very easy to see why he's so liked. He's a very nice boy. And party's kind of died down a bit at this point, I'll say, unless anyone has like a party scene they want to say. I think Shira's good. Andrei, anything? Are you like, are you starting to be social? Or are you just like, I'm just sitting here because
I feel like, let's see, I'm engaged in the conversation, but not like verbally. So like, I'm not saying anything, but I'm kind of like grinning.
Okay. I think Talia is recounting their epic adventures with way more excitement than there was.
Yeah. She's like being like hyperbolic about everything that happened.
I think that Rowan is still like, she's still a little bit concerned because of like, she noticed the stuff about the snow magic and with Caleb, and I feel like, I don't know if is he still like coughing and stuff? Like,
okay, it's like, you know, when someone's either starting to be or coming off an illness where they're coughing a little bit, but it's so infrequent that you don't even like catch it. It's kind of like, it's not a big deal. It's like that.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's either coming onto or coming off of something. Yeah.
I think that Rowan just kind of like, I think she's having a good time, you know? But I think just like in the margins of her spell book, she writes something is weird.
All right, and I think that's a beautiful image to end our first session on, guys. Thank you all so much for listening. Sorry it was a little haphazard, but you know what every episode one is, and I had fun.
That was super fun.
I don't know if 3 Snowbolds EXP-wise would get you to level 2, but also I kind of don't care. So, like, if by next time we all meet up, y'all want to be level 2, I can help y'all with that, and that'll be cool. You guys can get some abilities under your belt.
I promise next time I will have spells. I'm
Rowan
sorry.
will wild shape next time.
Oh.
Can I have better luck with rolling D20s? That'd be nice.
I mean, I was so concerned that you were about to throw a fucking bag of gold at Caleb's fucking jaw, but hey. But you know what? Thank you all so much for being part of this first episode. Have a good night. If anyone's got any quick final wrap-up, 30-second or less plug or announcement, then that's cool.
I got nothing.
All right.
I'm satisfied with this.
Go follow our Instagram.
Yeah, we have an Instagram and Discord. Please follow that. Links will be in the description of whatever this is. Good night. Take care of each other.
Unless you're watching this in the morning, then good morning. good afternoon, whenever you're watching.
Have a
Or
good
listening,
day,
listening.
good night.
Good morning,
evening.
good afternoon, and good night. Yay,
Have a good life.
references that no one
Yes.
gets. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.